Okay. Everybody had their coffee this morning. Okay, go ahead and push your back to the back of the seat. And I'm going to have you do the prana mudra today, which is a simple one, thank heavens. It's kind of like doing the peace symbol with your fingers closed. So you just have your ring finger and your pinky and the index finger and the middle finger are up. And it's probably too hard to hold it up. So just go ahead and lay it on your thighs and roll those shoulders back. And begin your deep breathing. And we're doing this mudra because it's a mudra to help bring positivity and energy to you. So even though we had snow today, we want to remember that beautiful weather we had over the weekend and keep that sunshine in our heart. Nice big inhale, raising the chest out and up. Exhale it out. And concentrate on just having your energy in your body today. As you move through your poses, notice what it feels like. Don't worry so much what it looks like. I'm going to have you continue to breathe deeply in and out. And I'll read you a little bit about our topic for the week. It's about shifting perspectives. Pratipaksha Bhavana. Pratipaksha Bhavana is the ability to see things from a different point of view by understanding a higher truth, flipping the mental switch. Reaching the state of yoga requires this fundamental practice of changing perspectives because the Sakshi, or witness, is able to see the truth and quickly apply it. When you practice Pratipaksha Bhavana, you feel happier because you see the silver lining in challenges that arise. Nothing will get you down because your mind is fixed on the up. Take 3 more big, deep cleansing breaths in, holding your mudra on the legs. Bring the heart forward. And when you finish that 3rd breath, go ahead and push yourself forward on your chair. And bring your legs out to the side. And then go ahead and open your eyes slightly. Bring your gaze out in front. And we're going to move back and forth, side to side with a big side bend, dropping the right hand down, bring the left arm forward. Really reach towards the floor. Exhale, come up to the center. Inhale, left hand goes down, right hand comes up and over. And back to your center. To the right, right arm down, left arm over. Begin to open the chest, bringing the heart up towards the ceiling. And come back to the middle. Left hand down, right hand over. Again, opening the heart and back up. One more time, right hand down. This time, reach for the floor. You may not get there, but that's okay. You're reaching for it. And back. And left hand lifts. Side down, right hand up, and to the center. Good. Go ahead and roll the shoulders. Give yourself some big movements here. Let the arms go with it. Loosen everything up. And then bring it back and forward. And then twist to the right, all the way around. Exhale back to the center, twist to the left, all the way around. And again to the right. And to the center, to the left. Center. This time, as you go to the right, grab the back of your chair, give yourself a nice big rotation in the spine. Hold for just a moment. Release back to the center and around to the left. Now grab the back of your chair, help yourself with that rotation, and come back to center. When you get there, go ahead and straighten the spine, rest your hands on the legs, and we're going to drop the chin forward. Hold here for just a moment. And then bring the chin around to the right. Back to center, bring the chin around to the left. Back to center. And move back and forth. Go nice and slow. See if you can do it with your breath. We're letting the head hang down in front, stretching out the back of the neck today. And go ahead and raise that head up. Extend the legs out to the side. We're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the right thigh. We're going to bring that left hand around the waist and then roll that shoulder open and slide down. So you're actually looking out towards the side. Inhale and come up a bit. Exhale, take it down just a little bit further. And inhale and come up. Same thing left side. Left hand goes on the inside, the right hand comes around behind your back. Roll that right shoulder up and slide the hand down. And inhale and come out. And exhale and go all the way towards the plate. You may not reach it, but that's our goal. Feel that nice stretch in the lower back. And inhale and come up. Bring the hands out to cactus arms. Open the chest up nice and wide. Exhale forward. Sweeping the arms back. Again, inhale up. Cactus arms. Chest is forward. Gaze is high. Inhale. And exhale the arms back. And back up to center. Again. Inhale. Squeeze the chest down, bring your arms back. And back to the center. Maintaining the cactus arms, we're going to bring everything over to the right. Inhale it up. Bring it slightly forward. And up. And inhale to the left. And exhale up. Inhale to the right. Exhale up. Inhale just slightly forward. Exhale up. And to the left. Your arms are getting tired. Feel free to bring them down a little lower. That's just fine. Inhale to the right. Exhale up. Inhale forward. Exhale up. Inhale to the left. Exhale up. And release those arms down. Go ahead and shake them. Okay. We're going to bring the right leg across the chair. And extend the left leg out behind you. You want to have it out at about a 45-degree angle, and you want to be on the sole of the foot for this one. You want a nice steady stance. Maneuver it so you don't feel too much pull in the hip. If it's starting to strain at any point, bring it closer to the mat. There's no judgment on how far the foot goes out. Fine. And we're going to come down to a side angle pose. The bicep comes next to the arm if you're doing the full extension of the pose. The right arm is resting on the right thigh. And then rotate the ribcage forward so you're looking out into that arm. And inhale. We're going to sweep that left hand down and the right hand up and over. Reverse warrior. Exhale, back to your side angle. Inhale, up, and back to your reverse warrior. One more time. Exhale, come to your side angle. Inhale. Exhale into reverse warrior. Good. And go ahead and rest. And we'll switch sides. Just do a little pivot on your seat. Come around so the left thigh is on the chair and the right foot goes back behind you. And when you come down on that front leg, you don't want to put your weight, you're just very gently resting there. And as you're coming back, I want to ask you, instead of just coming straight back, imagine raising the spine up and then going back. Imagine, you know, those big balls that we use in exercise class. Imagine there's one of those behind you and you're raising up and going over it so you're not compressing back. Okay, nice big inhalation into our side angle. Exhale. Right hand slides back the right leg, left hand comes up and over into your humble warrior. Exhale. Back to side angle. Inhale. Back to reverse warrior. Inhale to center, exhale side angle. Inhale up, exhale, reverse warrior. Good. And bring it down. While we're here, go ahead and swivel towards the front. We're going to keep that right leg off the chair and drop the right hip. This time you want to be on the top of your foot. And you want that knee right below the hip. So it's a straight line from the hip down to the knee and then back to the foot. And you're on the top of the foot and back. Go ahead and bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, bring the hands up, follow with your gaze. Exhale, back to the center. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Hold, bring your gaze to the fingertips, eyes up towards the sky. Nice calm pose. Notice where your shoulders are. If you need to roll them down and back, please do so. Notice the belly. You need to pull it in tight, strengthening the core. Exhale, hands back. Go ahead and reach for your strap. And we're going to come back to that King Arthur pose. And put the strap around the foot. So again, the top of the foot's on the floor. So you've got the strap between your foot and the floor. You want to grab a hold of the chair with your left hand. Make sure the left foot is nice and solid in front. And then we're going to lean forward just as we do when we're in Warrior One. And we're going to lift that foot up. And you want to strive to have a diagonal line from the knee up through the hip and the waist up through your head. Bring the chest forward just a little bit more. And inhale and come back at the center. So what we're doing is like, I'm a little teapot, bringing the chest forward at the same time that the knee comes back. So you want it to look like here's where you're upright and here's where you go into your pose. Okay, one more time. Bring the chest high, face everything forward. Inhale and come forward. Hold, exhale, and come back. Again, inhale forward. Make sure you're staying nice and steady on that sit bone. Exhale back. And again, inhale forward. See if you can bring that knee just a little higher by pulling on the strap. Big stretch through the quad and release. And take it out. Okay, let's do the same thing on the left side. We're going to come to the King Arthur pose. So the top of the foot's on the floor. The right foot is on the mat in front of you. Probably need to adjust. The chairs aren't super comfortable for this. It's just, or use your blanket.
In a certain area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wasn't going to say anything, but. Yeah, so let's start out with our breathing first. Hands to heart center. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. This time, notice your pose.
Hi, Claire.
Bring the shoulders down, bring the belly in. Excellent.
Okay. Claire, that's when we're going to town and I'm planning to drop it off to you.
I think that's related to the class.
I'll just leave it by your door.
Love Zoom, right? Okay.
Can we get everyone muted, please?
You guys, you can mute yourself. You can mute yourself. Yeah, because we can hear you visiting. All right, everybody else. Okay. Left foot on the floor, right foot in front. You're grabbing hold of the strap here. Hold onto the chair for balance with your right hand. And make sure your shoulder blades are front and forward. And then inhale, come forward with the chest as you bring the knee back. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale it forward. Exhale it back. Again, we're going to inhale, bring the chest forward and hold just for a moment. See if you can bring that right knee up just a little bit more. And release. Good. And come back to center. All right, go ahead and hold the strap in your hand. There's a big variation in how far we can go with this. It very much depends on the shoulders. So I don't want you guys to overdo it here. If you've got any shoulder issues today, go easy on yourself. But we're going to inhale and bring the strap up. And then exhale and come back as far as is possible. For me, it's not too much. Mainly, you want to stretch out the shoulders here and bring the chest forward. Make sure your neck is not compressed and bring the chin nice and high. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring it up. And then drop it back as far as is available to you today. And exhale it down. And again, inhale it up. Hold it nice and tall here. Stretch the hands up towards the ceiling, stretching up the spine, bringing the shoulders down. Exhale it back. And bring it down. Go ahead and just let the strap rest on your lap. And we're going to reach around and grab the chair. They are great for this. They've got this little indentation here. I'm going to roll the shoulders back and then just imagine that you're in the movie Titanic. You're just leaning forward in your chest, as they do on the front of the ship. This is a really nice stretch for the shoulders. You can do this at home too. And release for just a moment. A couple nice big breaths. This kind of opens up the lungs, helps us take those big cleansing breaths that we need. And here we go again. Go ahead and grasp, roll the shoulders back, bring the chest forward. Close your eyes for just a moment. And release. Okay, we're going to scoot back in the chair. Go ahead and take that strap around the right foot. And first, we're going to hold the strap with both hands. Make sure you're nice and solid. And we're just going to bring that kneecap in towards the armpit and send it back out nice and high. Lift the leg off the chair and bring it in. Inhale as you bring it in. Exhale as you send it out. Inhale in. Just imagine you're pushing something away from you. And again, in and out. Go ahead and grab the strap with one hand with the right hand. Grab a hold of the chair with your left hand. Getting your spine solid against the chair and facing forward. We're going to bring that leg out as far as feels comfortable today. And you just do what feels good. And exhale it back to center. Again, inhale it out. Hold, don't let the leg go slack. And bring it back to center. And again, inhale it out. Exhale back to center. And release. Go ahead and do some circles with that foot and loosen it out. All right, left foot. Put the strap around the ball of the foot. We'll grab it with both hands. Spine comes back to the chair nice and tall. We're going to bring that kneecap in towards the armpit. Go ahead and find a drishti spot for this one too, because this is kind of a balancing pose. You're going to make sure you're not punching over the torso. Keep it nice and straight. And now go ahead and take the strap in just the left hand and grab a hold of the chair with your right hand. Realign the spine against the chair, and here we go out to the left. And there may be some variation between the left side and the right side, that's okay. Just notice. Hold it for just a moment. Now we're going to put the strap around both of you. Push against that strap with the ball of the foot, sending the legs out in front. Make a little hammock for yourself. So you're grabbing a hold of the straps and pulling back the torso and pushing out with the feet. Take a big inhalation. As you exhale, raise them up just a little bit. What are the tummy muscles doing? Can you pull them in tighter? Inhale, exhale, send the feet just a little higher. And very slowly release. Good. Let's strap aside and we'll come around to the back of our chair. This way so you guys can see the Zoom here too. So let's start out by bringing our feet a little bit of love. Stepping the feet hip distance apart and rolling up onto the ball of the foot. As high as you can get it today. Bring the chest nice and high, roll the shoulders back. Nice big tippy toe stand. And then exhale back to your standing stance. Inhale back under the heels, sending the glutes out behind you. Big stretch to the calves here. Inhale back to your standing stance. Exhale up to tippy toes. Inhale back. Exhale onto the heels. Inhale back to standing. Exhale up under the tippy toes. Inhale to standing. Exhale to the heels. Let's hold it for just a moment. And release. Go ahead and take a couple steps back and come into a standing, supported downward dog. And if it's too much to do it on the back of the chair today, feel free to flip your chair around and use the seat. Sometimes that's a little more attainable because this is more of a shoulder stretch. Then I want you to inhale and bring the right leg back. Raise it above the ground with the toes pointing down. Pay attention to your hips. With both the hip bones pointing down towards the ground. We'll do just a couple little pulses here. Inhale and tap up and down with that right foot. Movement's only about 18 inches. And bring the foot back down and rest, drop the chest towards the mat. Increasing the stretch in the shoulders and the upper back. Take a big breath in and send that left foot back with the toes pointing down. And again, we're going to do some little pulses here. You don't have to come all the way up to hip height, just about 18 inches. Great, bring that foot down. Once again, deepen your dog. Drop the chest down. Alternate bending and straightening the knees, creating some movement in the hips and the knee area. And then walk yourself back towards your chair. We're going to keep the feet hip distance apart. Roll the shoulders back. Come to a nice standing tree position with the hands on the back of the chair. And then we're going to bring our weight to our left foot. And we're going to do some little pulses with the right leg, bringing it out with the foot flex. Pay attention that you're not using the momentum of the swing to get the leg up. You want to do it slow and controlled. And come back to your standing position. Rest for just a moment. Weight over on the right leg. And we're going to lift the left leg. And bring that left leg down. Feet are still hip distance apart. Once again, straighten the spine. Bring the gaze and the chin nice and tall. And we're just going to do some little baby knee bends here. Inhale as you go down. You're going to keep the heels on the floor. So we're not doing a deep inhale. Exhale as you come up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Good. Point the toes out to the side and pinwheel the feet out just a little bit. Once again, we're going to do the baby knee bends. And I want you to pay attention. Tilt the pelvis under. Make sure the shoulders are back so everything's nice and straight in the torso. Hands to the chair. And we don't have to go down very far. Just a little bit of a plie here and down. And down. And hold for just a moment. Come up on the right ball of the foot and drop that one down. Come on to the left ball of the foot and drop that one down. And alternate right, left, right, left. And then yogi's choice. If you just want to hold here for a minute, if that's enough for you today, that's fine. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can come up under the ball of both feet. Make sure that pelvis is still tilted forward and the shoulders are back. And drop the heels down. Really nice. Right. And go ahead and walk around your chair in your mat. Give yourself a little release. All right, go ahead and come to the back of your chair again. I'm going to have you have the right hand on the chair and facing left. We're going to bring the left hand to the hip. Left foot comes up onto the right thigh. And then yogi's choice. You can stop here if you want to have one hand up for your tree pose. If you want to try and release both hands and do a full tree. Whatever works for you today. This is another place where it helps to maintain a focus. Keep your gaze on one spot. And also make sure your hips are facing forward. Good job, everybody. Release and come down. Good. All right, keeping that right hand on the chair and the left hand on the hip. We're going to bring the torso over and send the right leg out behind you. This time you want to do the heel all the way up to hip height. Once again, bring that left hip crease back. Make sure both the hips are pointing down. And then yogi's choice, if you'd like to bring the left arm out into supported warrior 3. And exhale and come up. I love how everybody's doing their own version. It's good. Good. All right, let's turn around and do the other side. Right hand's on the hips, left hand's on the chair, right foot comes up to the right calf. Or kickstands on the floor, whatever works for you today. Check the hips, make sure that they're pointing straight forward. And then you extend your tree as works for you today. You want to hang on to the chair, that's great. If you want to try and let go, one side is always better than the other. And just notice as you're falling out of the pose, just take note of what's happening, and you can make little baby corrections. Maybe you need to come off the mat because it's too cushy. Whatever's happening today. Good. Good focus. All right. All right, let's come back to that pose where the right hand's on the hips, the left hand's on the chair. We're going to begin to bring the chest forward and kick that left foot back. Bring the heel as high as the hips, and then again, rotate that right hip crease back so the hips are straight like headlights towards the floor. And then yogi's choice, where you'd like to go for your warrior three today. Right hand can stay at the waist. You can put it out to the side in airplane mode or up by the ear. Beautiful. It's a brain. Okay, go ahead and rest. All right, let's come around to the front of the chair. And first we'll do a puppy pose. And that means we're going to bring the forearms down to the chair. Go ahead and hook your fingers on the back. And then we're going to walk the feet back a little bit. So you're in a pyramid. And once you get here, you want to have the legs straight but not locked. And then imagine pulling the hips up towards the ceiling. See if you can create a stretch for yourself in the lower back. Go ahead and walk out the feet, alternating one knee and then the next. Come back to center, push down through the calves into the heels. And again, bring the hips up higher. Imagine I'm coming around and pulling your hips up towards the ceiling. Do that for yourself. And inhale and come up. I'm going to have you walk towards your chair. Go ahead and reach forward. You have to put the right foot on the chair. Left foot stays on the ground. And if you'd like to, you can hang on to the chair the entire time here for balance if you want to. And we're going to bring the right hand up front and center. Bring it around all the way to the right, follow it with your gaze. And exhale back to the center. Now, this time when you do it, I want you to roll the shoulders back, tuck the hips under, pull the tummy in. You're nice and straight. Keep the torso facing forward as that arm goes out to the side. And back. And one more time. And back to the center. Bring both hands to the waist. Stop here and collect your balance. Raise the spine tall. Go ahead and cross the left hand across to the right outside thigh. Bring the right hand around, bind around the waist, and do a standing twist. And exhale and come back. We're going to switch sides. I'm going to have you bring the right foot down, left foot up. And you can keep the right hand on the chair the whole time if you want to. Now we're going to bring the left hand out in front. Bring it around to the side. And to the center. And to the side. Just move with your breath, with your inhalation and your exhalation. Great, go ahead and bring both the hands to the hips. Get yourself settled, stay nice and centered. Right hand comes across. Left hand goes right behind. And exhale and come back. Go ahead and come back into your puppy pose, using this as an opportunity to relax. Bring the feet back about a foot from the chair. Forearms come onto the chair. Top of the head goes down towards the floor. Take a breath in, and as you let it out, drop that heart towards the mat. Increasing the stretch, coming all the way from the heels to the back of the knees, up to the glutes. And inhale and come up. And we'll go ahead and place our chair back on the mat. So I'm going to have you guys, because these chairs are so hard, go ahead and grab your blanket and put it across the back of the chair. And we're going to sit on the front of the chair. Grab a hold of the legs. And go ahead and let the shoulder blades drop back. So you've got a big space in between the back and the chair. And as you're able, again, depending on your shoulders today, go ahead and loop them back over that blanket and over the chair. So you're really opening up the sternum area and the chest and the heart. And then just bring the head to the point where the neck is coming straight out of the spine. You don't want to hyperextend and drop it back. Just straight out, and then begin to push the chest up towards the ceiling. Pull the tummy in tight. You're basically doing a chair camel here. And exhale. Come up and rest the chest on the legs, let the arms drop towards the floor. Inhale back up to your seated position, and we'll do that again. Grabbing a hold of the chair, dropping back with the shoulder blades, bringing the shoulders as far as they'll go today, opening up the chest area, opening the heart chakra, bringing the gaze just up, just slightly ahead of you on the ceiling. And then push the chest forward, pulling the tummy muscles in. Exhale. And go ahead and come forward again. See if you can really release the head towards the floor, allowing your back to stretch all the way from top to bottom. And inhale, we're going to do that one more time, except this time we're going to grab a hold of the chair and pull ourselves forward. Lots of heart openers today. Release the chair and again fall forward. Hang out here for just a moment, letting your heart rate go down. Bring your gaze up, your head up so your gaze is at your mat. Walk the hands around to the outside of the left foot, keeping both sit bones on the chair. Exhale back to the center. Inhale over to the right. Again, keeping the glutes on the chair. Exhale back to center. Go ahead and roll it up. Give yourself another big shoulder roll. See if it feels different than the one you did at the beginning of the class. Hopefully your feet's a little looser now. And push yourself back onto your chair. We'll bring the hands out in front and push the heels of the hands out. And then bring the fingers down so you get a big stretch on the top of the wrist. Fingers up, push through the heels. Fingers down, push through the hand. Do some circles. And the other direction. Then I'm gonna have you bring your elbows to your side, and we're gonna do some circles using more of the arm, using the forearm here. Find one direction. And drop the head down to the chest. Bring it over to the side. Bring your right hand up and rest it on the top of the head. Exhale the head to the front, release the hand. Inhale the head to the left hand comes up on top. And release, bring the chin to the front. Raise the head up. Roll the shoulders back. Concentrate on pulling the tummy in as tight as you can towards the spine. Sometimes you might even want to use your hands to see how you're doing there. Pull it in nice and tight. Imagine pushing the tummy muscles all the way back to the chair. Bring your hands down to your lap. Bring the feet out in front. Begin to deepen your breath into your relaxation. Take a moment to notice what your body feels like now compared to before class. Hopefully you feel a little bit more energy coursing through. Hopefully you feel the energy is heightened even in your mind. And stop to give yourself gratitude for taking the time to show up for yourself. Practice some self-care. Not hurry through your day without taking moments to ensure that your health is good, getting better every day. And start the process of eliminating outside thoughts. Start the process of bringing your awareness just to your breath. I often find that it helps to count the inhales and the exhales. Gives my mind something to do besides wander. And no need to have judgment if thoughts are trying to crowd in. Just let them float by. Begin to take a moment to notice how your feet feel in the stickiness of the mat. And how heavy your legs feel on the hard chair. Take a moment to notice if your spine is straight, if you need to make a little adjustment here at the end of your class. And especially bring your awareness to the muscles in your face and your jaw. Try and bring a sense of ease there. Try and let everything just go soft. Notice your heart beating. Notice your breath. Pratyaksha Bhavana is an instrumental practice in the development of your intellect. Simply put, it's your ability to change a negative thought to a positive one. It's easier said than done because when your mind takes control, Negativity tends to take over and drown out our clear, positive voice. With higher awareness and deeper understanding, you'll see the negative thoughts coming, and you'll know how to tackle them immediately. Imagine someone gives you red sunglasses. The world will now look red, but it's only that way because of the lens on the glasses. Nothing external has turned red, but your perception has changed, so you see it as red. The same thing happens when gaining wisdom. You'll be wearing wisdom sunglasses, and you'll see the world from an entirely new point of view, even though nothing in the world itself will have changed. Be careful with your thoughts, for they become your words. Be careful with your words, for they become your actions. Be careful with your actions, for they become your character. Be careful with your character, for it becomes your destiny. Chinese proverb. We're going to do 3 big breaths of joy before we finish our practice. So go ahead and keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands out to Goddess pose. Inhale, come forward, bringing the chest to the legs. Exhale, come up. Inhale forward. Exhale, bend up. One last time, nice big breath in. And exhale. Go ahead and bring your hands to the heart. Press the thumbs into your heart. Try and remain in a state of gratitude today and positivity as you move through your day. Thank you so much for coming in today to practice with me. I'm Claudia Silver.